Your business is making more than 10 million a year.
We were so ready to leave everything behind and start the business because there's nothing we can lose. The doubts come from the people around us, especially our family, our parents.
I have very bad body odor armpits. I tried so many products on the market, I cannot cure. This product really solved my problem. I will be the living testimonial.
I have friends who actually, they don't want people to talk about it because very paiseh.
You just need a very honest girlfriend to tell you every day, like, you really smell.
I was just looking through Shopee in your HYGR page. Apparently, it says that you already sold about 200,000 units of the deodorants. Actually, how much did you make in 2024?
I think around 8 figures.
8 figures, so that's above 10 million. So you guys took a different path, went from law, now selling beauty products. I think that there are many people outside trying to be bold and courageous. And that's why both of you are my first guests to my series, Zero to CEO. It's good to have this series to inspire people to take their different path. We also have to thank Corners for being an official partner for this series. And with that, let us have a celebratory starting drink. And how it works for this can is very simple. We just need to shake it until we hear no sound.
Okay, very different than like normal beer.
Make that be different.
Let's try.
Oh.
And to pour it, we need to put it at 45 degrees and pour it slowly into the glass. Wow. Cheers.
Yay.
All right, for those of you who are drinking, please remember when you celebrate responsibly. Do not drink and drive. Now, following up with the conversation just now, right? What was the exact moment in that time that you both decided and we're going to leave law all together and we're going to go all in?
When we started this whole HYGR, it was a pandemic and we didn't have any like prior knowledge about like starting a business. The sole purpose of creating HYGR was to solve our own problem first. We don't want to just come out with products that we can sell for like a trend that nobody wants to buy anymore. Even if nobody buys, we can still solve our own problem for the rest of our life. For mine, I have really dry lips and my lips look very pale, so that's why I came up with tinted lip balm.
For me, I have very bad body odors. That's what everyone knows now already. So that's why I come up with a deodorant that can kill my body odors. That I try so many products on the market, I cannot cure. Cannot like prevent the body odor to be seen by others.
I have friends who actually at the moment, they don't want people to talk about it because they're very paiseh.
You just need a very honest girlfriend to tell you every day, like, you really smell. You are very smelly. You have to find ways to like, if this brand no work, have you been using? Try others ones. Try others.
Not only girlfriend, and my whole family also.
Yeah.
So whenever I try, when I sweat, when I go to sport, when we go back with the same car, wow,
he played basketball very, very seldom.
And did that kind of make you feel like, paiseh lah, don't talk about my body?
I'm super embarrassed. So whenever I sweat, I don't dare to stand even close to the people.
Right. Like after sports, right, he wouldn't go eat with them because like it's very smelly.
Wow, so this must be really true love lah.
True love, right? True love.
Blind love.
That's why you have to find a product that solves your own problem. Then true love cannot start so long.
It's not just his problem lah, it's also your problem because you need to smell it.
Yeah.
Well, what's interesting is this. For most people, they wouldn't advertise that I have a BO issue.
I used to be very care about, what about other things? But after I starting HYGR, I actually be proud of it. I have very bad body odor armpits. This product really solved my problem. I will be the living testimonial. So what I see is this kind of direction instead of why they are
he's the benchmark
judging me.
La.
Yeah, I'm
so if the deodorant can solve his problem, then of course can solve other people.
Finding influencer, finding celebrity to be represent your brand is so expensive nowadays. So why not we be our own ambassadors? They help me so I can share all my experience and then people can, the true testimonial.
So that was really something that took you the courage to actually go out there and then say, yeah, I'm like that.
Yeah, that's me.
And because in preparation for today as well, right, we actually asked around the office and our audience if they have a question for both of you, what would it be? Okay. So are you guys ready for those questions?
Yeah, sure.
Was there a moment where you thought, we are just not ready to run a company? And what helped you push through?
There wasn't a moment that we felt like we're not ready because we knew that we are not made for our full-time job at that time. We were so ready to leave everything behind and start the business because there's nothing we can lose. During pandemic, the world was put in pause already. We cannot wait for the perfect timing to start anything, so we just start first.
But throughout the process, we do have some doubts in mind, whether this is the right path, whether we have to continue. Why not we just try to do other things?
But the doubts actually come from like the people around us, like especially our family, like our parents, and everything. We were
Do you
in
still remember
survival
when we
mode.
tried to pour lip balm like until 2-3 a.m. every day for like around 1 month? So back then, that's the moment. So
Every day, 2-3 a.m. you're pouring lip balm.
But our friends going out to drinks and to have fun, to best spot.
Because even though our business is has been 5 years already, but we actually go full time is only for 2 years. The first 2 years, only 2 of us were working until like crazy, until we started hiring people, until I think 20 full times now.
We're also asking ourselves, why are we doing this? Instead of like going back to our law career or employment. So it feels like doing something that's more satisfying for us. Seeing the review from our customers, they were saying, oh, your deodorants like saved my life. You give me more confidence. I am not embarrassed anymore.
Do you remember that time that you pour until midnight and then you receive a feedback?
Yeah, from customers.
Yeah, you thought about it.
I think we were packing parcels until 2-3 a.m. after we pour in the lip balms. Then we received a review. They're saying that, oh, don't ever stop this deodorant. Your deodorant has saved my life.
Yeah,
so when we read through, then we feel like, wow, actually what we do now seems very just like mixing things, pouring things in one bottles. It's very simple and traditional, but it really turns out to be changing people's life. Then we feel like, wow, they're so satisfying and meaningful. All the
we sure away printed the review and then stick on our wall.
Yeah, we frame it in the wall. That's how
Wow.
we press there. At the time we feel like giving up, we look at the review and then we continue doing.
It was the stranger that we don't know at
yes.
all who encouraged us to not stop rather than the people who know us. You know, our family and our friends didn't know that we run this business until like a year later.
I told one friend, he said at that moment, he believed that we wouldn't make it because we don't know marketing, we don't know how to do the production, we don't know anything. That friend told me this after 5 years.
This. We were both in the legal background, but he was like the top one. So we
Yes,
were always
yes,
like the
yes.
back of the class one.
So walk me through a little bit of those times. When you hear all these negative comments and people will tell you that, I don't think you're going to make it, how do you still find that strength and that courage to say, you know what, I'm still going to do it? Was it more of a survival kind of thing where I don't want to ever go back there? Or was it like, I really believe this is correct and that vision and then you go for it?
I think for us, because we knew that, okay, if I believe to the words that they said, that means I have to live through it for the rest of my life. Because if I believe I'm more suitable for law, then I just keep working. But I only listen to that 5 minutes advice. The 8 hours of the working in law firm, I have to do it. So I just think of it, okay, why should I care about the 5 minutes advice when I have to endure the whole 8 hours of working there? And that's why we moved out from Penang house to move to KL and find a job there.
People will ask, hey, you spent your 5-6 years of your life already. Now you have to give it up and you have to try something new. I am not going to limit myself because of the 5 to 6 years. I have 30 more years to live. 50 more years to this. Because for these 5 to 6 years to develop my path, I think is so narrow, so many opportunities I should have tried. I don't want to be regretful. Even if I fail, I have no regrets. So that's the thing that I always believe in.
I noticed one thing that both of you did is that you moved out of Penang and came to KL. Yeah. Was that part of the whole thing of changing the environment so that you're not...
Yes, I think definitely it plays a part. But even if you move out of your house, sometimes after work, you have to entertain your family also. That your environment sort of influence how you think and decide everything also.
I think for HYGR, we started in an empty room in my house. So I just use it to do the R&D, the production, everything in the room. So every time I do it, my parents, they will see me, hey, what are you doing? You're supposed to do your law papers or do something about laptop works. Why are you doing this? Then I will tell them what I'm doing. I'm selling this online. They will ask. Then people cannot see, cannot touch. They cannot smell your scents. How can they buy?
Yeah, because to them, starting a business, you need to rent a shop lot. Then you need to reno lah. How you get all the money? Then I say, I just need to take photo, put on top. Online, it's like cost me less than 100.
这样容易咩?
They
So
ask,
they don't
have you
understand.
count the electricity bill, this room rental, count this. Wow, if I count all this in, I wouldn't have started this business. So I feel like that's the environment that we are in. That's why I try to apply a job in KL.
You know, we both applied the same law firm.
Law firm.
And he got the job first. Then I didn't get the job
So I move first.
until I got another video editing job. So okay, never mind lah. I stopped doing law already. Then I'll just try video editing. Yeah, even law firm rejected me. So
Luckily, law firm rejected you. We all face our challenges.
Yeah.
Were there moments that you thought maybe scaling the business so big, managing so many people with a new headache, is that really worth it? And is it really what I want?
when we first started, the problems were relatively smaller. But as you grow the business bigger and bigger, your problem is not just yourself. You have a team that you have to take care of. You cannot shut down the business. And what about the team that fought through the whole process of startup until now? So you have to take into account of like the team. It's not just you anymore. Lah.
So what is the most motivating thing that pushed you through that?
For the past 1 year, 6 months, we have been struggling to build the system and then put people in place and then to scale the business. So I think in business, we can see there's one called builder and one scaler. I believe me and Ivor is the builder. We can solve things fast. Initially, we don't know this kind of thing exists. Oh, actually, you need structure. Actually, you need this one of SOP to triple check your works. That's why your inventory won't over forecast. Your cash flow will be better. You don't over order raw material going to expire soon. So this kind of thing we never know.
And then cannot promote people too fast.
Cannot promote too slow. I had to plan their career path for everyone. Like if they started with this, maybe supply chain executive, then from the 6 months or 3 months, we had to see whether this path is suitable or any other role that's suitable for him. So is it better in doing the supply chain work or better in managing different departments? So wow, this kind of thing that we never thought of.
We never learned this in law firm also because it's too... Because law firm, you only do one thing, and then now you're sort of running the business. It's like really a tough journey. Yeah.
You could have just remained the company at the similar size. All of us talk about it and we thought about it as well.
Yeah.
If we just scale down the operation, we're still making good money. Why want to still grow the business, right? Yeah. So what is pushing us through then?
I think the reason still remains the same, but the reason is bigger. Because just now I talk about like one person or maybe few person can give you a review. So now as you scale more, you get maybe 200 more people say your deodorant is really good, don't stop. So as we go like do pop-ups and we meet them in person, like you even felt like, wow, I cannot stop this. There are so many people like armpits relying on us. You know, the confidence relying on us. So that's one thing. And then your team also is growing. So I think we're doing this is also because of the people behind and also in front.
Yeah, our company team, internal, also external. And then as we share our story, we do have people come to us. Wow, you guys are very inspiring. So if we decided to close it down now, decide to call it that's all for our business, then what about others? They say, oh, they can do it, I can do it too. Try to be the examples to the others that you don't need to follow your background of your educations. I mean, kind of be a good story and an example for others.
Makes to be different.
Makes to be different.
I guess at some point, it changes where last time is about earning an income and come to a while, you kind of realize that you are also leading the way in terms of carrying a certain dreams. And that comes with that joy that you are able to chart that path ahead of people and can inspire others to do great things.
You feel like law graduates, they came to us and said, I want to try video editing because of you. And then we're okay there because like this is what we wanted to pursue, not because you pursue because of your passion.
I bet there are quite many law students who come to you and ask questions these days, right?
Yeah.
All right, question number 2. What's the riskiest business choice you've made for HYGR? Then against all odds, it works out.
Taking production in-house. So meaning we have to build our own facilities.
Crazy.
So there's compliance, TKM, MPIA, Halal, ISO, this kind of thing that I never thought of this gonna
Bro, having flashback now.
Consultation for building our facilities is expensive. So we decided to do it on our own. So we have to draw our own pictures, the layout, then we put to the architect and then do the layout for us.
Yeah.
The past 3 months is crazy. I think we don't really sleep.
We did work with a few manufacturers and it was all like not to our standards. So that's why this narrowed down to the decisions to say, okay, let's just do ourselves. Another thing we want to prove to the manufacturers, actually without you guys, we also can do.
Yeah.
Okay, you went from law to marketing to running a factory. What suddenly gave you the courage to say, I'm going to spend another couple hundred to million ringgit just to do this thing again?
I feel like we're fortunate enough to not know too much.
Yes.
You know what I mean? For example, if you like the strategy, you like the consultant, you know every brand first like this, but you didn't take the risk. So we do first, then only think about, okay, what is the thing that we need to do? So so that's the only difference.
It's a new business because I'm running marketing and manufacturing. Manufacturing is a second business. But now you have to take care of raw material expiry date. You have to take care of the COA, MSDS, all the certification of one raw materials. So it's a completely whole new business. Like you have to be in new team, new finance team, new admin team, new supervisor, production, and this marketing also 2 different type of team already.
Do you remember when we asked the same peers, they also are a skincare manufacturer, then we asked them like, should we open our own factory? They said, don't do that. And then we did that anyways. Then now like they're like borrowing stuff for us. So like actually you don't know what you don't know. Like there are a lot of other things that we can automate it. We are quite thankful like what we did with law. Actually the research and the analysis skill, the critical thinking, it sort of applies in different aspects of the business.
So I don't think we have the courage. We just don't think. That's
Don't
why we
think
just do
too
it.
much.
Just to that.
Yay. Let's
Yes.
go. Not knowing too much is good.
Yes. It's stupid.
Ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is bliss. Let's move on to the next thing. Beyond the business, what's one deep personal belief or habit that you had to bravely change so that you can drive a successful business?
I think for me, okay, I'm a very straightforward kind of person. So last time I used to work for myself only, like I do content, and then if I don't post, then don't post. So if I do post, so I have to be more self-disciplined. Like okay, I have to work with my team, and then like okay, if I give this kind of feedback, how can I say my honest feedback without hurting them too much? So like they understand this, but like yeah. So I think I tend to to take care of others, people's feelings and emotion on that lah. So I think that's the habit I have to water down my straightforwardness.
Was it difficult for you to kind of like learn to tone down that straightforwardness?
Yes, I mean I learned it from the feedback from my team also lah. They said, I feel like this one if you communicate it better, then it's okay. Then okay lah, then I understand like that lah. It's like I'm open to having feedback because a straightforward person, they like straightforward kind of feedback lah. So I think this is something personally I have to like work on like the habit stuff lah.
Right.
I think I've been with her like together as a couple for around 10 years already. So I can see the change from her is so different.
Wow.
When I first beginning with her, she feels like the world is turning around her. But now cannot already. He feels like something, is not always in her control. He's a very planned person. Let's say if go for a trip, he has to know, okay, 9 a.m. I have to be here. Then 11 a.m. I have to go to this place. In this one day, I have to cover 3 to 4 attractions. If I miss one, I feel like I wasted my airplane ticket and the hotel. I told her, and the world won't turn around you. Things will happen. Sometimes you will go for
even
more
business,
places.
So that's why running business now, like a lot of things is like out of your control. And so you have to be very adaptive to changes also.
Wow.
You see a big change from
I changed a lot.
Yeah, from
So you used to be like everything must go along.
No lah,
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
I believe him.
10 years experience.
No, I want to ask, when was that point that suddenly you realized that she has changed? I bet it was never like every moment of the change you notice. It would be like one point suddenly you look at her, you just went like, wow, you changed so much, huh? Was that a moment like that?
Yeah. Running a business humbles me a lot.
So is there a moment? I don't.
Every moment, right?
No. Once we have a team. We no longer work in a maybe 5-person team. It's once we have more than 10-person team, then she changed. I can see the changes kind of very obvious to me. I think it's the team changes.
Right. Was there any specific interaction, like you saw how she responded that made you go like, wow, Ivor, 你变了 eh?
Yeah.
Like that.
I think during the team meeting, she used to be the person that, be the one that keep talking and don't really... and the one that carrying the whole meeting but now she try to let the team talk. Then she listen, then she try to feedback. So more on this kind of approach instead of like only what we always her had to start the talking.
Couple therapy now.
Yeah, she left the team to do the talking first, and then she listen. She tried to put herself in their shoes, and see the things. Oh wow, okay.
I see.
Yeah.
See, he noticed your change.
True.
Yeah.
And what about yourself? Like, was there any specific interaction or anything that made you, I have to change? Because I think when it comes to changes in terms of how we deal with people, all these kind of things, sometimes there are a lot of people that I know, like they were like, I'm like, they want to know why you want me to change. Yeah, I want to do this, but why do I need to change, right? Yeah. So was there any moment that specifically happened that they went like, nope, I have to change. Like it's no more in my control. I'm humbled by the business right now. Yeah.
When I feel like I have to do things all on my own, I cannot do this, I have to delegate. Then if I being so straightforward to people, then no way help me do it. Then I have to do everything on my own. Then okay, I need to improve myself.
So it's a many incident that made you add together and
Yeah.
I better change a bit lah.
Yeah. Same.
That's really interesting, right? We have finished all these 3 questions, but I have a couple more questions I want to follow up with. Talking about boldness and courage, I want to pull a page from your marketing playbook.
Okay.
Right? You guys did something very different compared to many other brands, which is for most brands, when it comes to marketing and PR, the first thing you do when it comes to bad review is do not respond. Right? Yeah, do not respond. That is the first rule, golden rule, right? But for you guys took a very different approach. Good comment, bad comment, or respond. I even seen some of your comments where you actually purposely go and tell people, hey, this HYGR, right? Actually not very good, right? Just to fish people to say bad things about your brand. So, and it's unconventional, right? So what made you decide to do that?
Wait, a bit of context. I think you talked about the video about someone saw my phone and they said, oh, I know this brand, the lip balm brand. Oh yeah. Then I said, oh, you know about this brand? I heard about them on like Xiaohongshu. Then he said, like, oh yeah, but I heard a lot of bad reviews. And then I asked him, like, you tried before? Then he said, oh no, I haven't tried, but I saw a lot of bad reviews about that. Oh, why you haven't tried? Then you know, like, how you know it's not good. Then I said, then I record my own feelings there. Then to me, it's like a content. Everything can be a content, but also, I mean, just now what you said, like the why we have to respond to bad reviews also, because I think we're not media trained. So like we're not very corporate also. Then we just realized, because when we first started this business, we wanted the customers to have like a part of a community, and like we're talking to a friend, that kind of thing. So if you have any problem with the products, we are liable to like talk to you about the problems. Like, so if you give all these comments, like we have to respond also in a very friendly way to say lah.
Right.
Yeah.
I like this part that you said, because we are not media trained. And this kind of resound back on our earlier conversation where you said that when you do not know that much, that's when you suddenly end up taking a different playbook, right? Yeah. And I was just with another guest that will be on this show in the next one. He runs a very famous nasi lemak chain. Yeah. And the other day, as I was having a conversation with him, I went camping with him. Then he told me this one thing. He said, Peter, when you see an opportunity, right? Don't wait for 50% sure. As long as you're 30% sure, go for it. Because when it's 50%, it's too obvious.
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts about this statement?
I think it's very true.
Yeah.
This is how we start the whole business also. But I can see as we grow, we become more cautious because we have something at the back and the team, and also we have things to lose already. That's why we lose the bonus as we grow. So we see we have to find back the bonus from time to time, not to think too much. When see the opportunity, just go ahead. But I think it's very good. And then this mindset has to be in every business owner, especially on scaling stage.
Yeah.
What about yourself? Any thoughts on this statement?
I think you can think about it, even if you're not sure, but you have to act fast, because execution is something that gives an advantage compared to bigger brands. Because for bigger brands, you have a lot of corporate that you have to go through. Then for us, if you want to respond, okay, they do a video, post now. So for us, I think would be the fast execution is our advantage.
Yeah.
And also I think our current business activities that we do is selling our product through vending machines. So there's no one a skincare plan done before, but we see other people doing it. Then we're not sure whether it will be a success. We see maybe 10% hope only, but it's okay with this. It's the risk that we can take. We can sustain the risk, then we just launch the vending machine in Pasar Seni or in other locations. I think this kind of bonus has to be always in the DNA of the business. If not, you just be mediocre, I would say.
I like how you say this is a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah. The bonus, right?
To be in the DNA. If cannot, then...
Because I think sometimes as the longer that we run something, the more we know, the less risk we are willing to take.
Yes.
The more we want to be the same as other people's because we become more scared. But instead, when we know a little less, that is the disadvantage. But that end up sometimes turning into that advantage, right? And if you think about it, right, as I was looking through the whole HYGR thing and everything, you're one of the most engaging brands out there. One of the big reasons is because you respond to every single review. Whenever you can, you respond to review, which is not something that a conventional, typical way of dealing with media and PR. But you guys chose to do that. Partially it's because you all didn't know. But after that, I think it didn't take long before you all found out that you shouldn't respond. But suddenly now you found a gold mine of how to engage with your audience. Yeah. And I thought that was really something that's fantastic. Because I'll be honest, I don't respond to negative comments.
Yeah, I think
We know too much. Maybe I should start doing that.
Yeah.
Having said that, I just one more last question before we move on. Getting into business as a couple, a lot of people say that this is a landmine. You either make the relationship or break the relationship. I think that requires huge courage as well. I always say that when I went into business with my wife, not even in the business together, but helping out each other itself, it didn't turn out very well, right? So I've seen the other side of it. But both of you have been 10 years together. You guys have been dating for long enough. And then after that, you guys start a business and run it very well as well, right? Yeah. How's it like? Yeah. What gave you the courage when people say, hey, maybe you together with Meng, do this business together. And my business don't have a relationship also don't have. Have you tell you that before?
Actually, no. I think because we're also a very different couple. We started off as friends first. Like we went to the same law school and everything. Then we're not that kind of like couple that stick together. One. You know what I mean? So like,
she do her thing, I do my thing.
Yeah. So I can go travel alone, like without him also can. One. So I think
I should go play basketball.
Yeah. So you can be together as a couple and then still enjoy each other's presence, but you have to understand like his skills and my skills so different. So even in the business, we understand that okay, this is my skills. So we have to compromise a bit lah. If where we cannot come to a consensus.
Yeah, I think it still go back to what kind of person she is and what kind of person. What is her strength? What is my strength? So we kind of fit in like yin yang. So her strength is in the marketing, doing all this bonus thing, making contents and then creative marketing ideas. But for me, I like to see numbers. I analyze and then I like to do the operation thing, do the sourcing, make things, like creating things, and she's the one that's selling it. So she starts telling, I see the data, and then I know how to use the data to make it scalable. So that's how we match lah. So in the business, in marketing, we also have a compromise when we sit down. So we have so many parts: marketing, production, operation, HR, finance. So which part of you is our strength? Which one should be the main role? Let's say for marketing. Then for marketing, everything that she has to say yes, then I have to follow. I'm in the assisting role. Then for HR, finance, operation, production will be my role. So anything I confirm I want this, I say jalan, then he'll be assisting role to make it happen. So we split out quite obvious for now.
Yeah, but one thing, if we cannot decide if we should do this or not, for example, like the marketing idea, we're not sure if we can do, but we'll usually just do it first. Then we let the audience decide if it's okay or not. So sometimes the marketing is not, I say it's going to work, it's not going to be, so I have to let the audience decide. We'll just try each other's idea first.
Right.
I think if you can your strength and weakness is very different. So her weakness is my strength, my weakness is her strength. Then I think it's good to start business together. It depends on the personality and characteristic.
Yeah.
Then along the way, always argue one. We argue from office until we go back home, also talk about work one. So that's why we also told her, now I understand why people say don't start business together, because you cannot, very hard, to split. Okay, this moment we don't talk about business, this moment we do things. Cannot split one. Like we go back home, still talk about business. I think that person is not suitable. I think we should hire this. I think we should expand this. Then at the end, the whole day, 24 hours is talk about business. There's no more relationship now, girlfriend, boyfriend, now romantic.
But look at the right side, right? We're at the stage of like we're going together, so we have the same topic. So if example, if for our other couple, if that guy is the only one that does like a solo entrepreneur, and then like the girlfriend is at the back, like they're not relating to entrepreneurship. So the growth state is different. So maybe like sooner or later you'll set apart, and then maybe solo entrepreneur they'll get another girlfriend. I don't know lah. This is like a lot of drama one, Like you need more.
Cause problem for me again.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Yeah, I mean doing business together, kind of
got pros
together,
and cons.
Then we understand each other more. So I think for building business also more like a humanity. We explore ourselves as a human. So what do we carry ourselves in front of the team? What do we carry ourselves in front of outsider and to our customer? So very interesting. I think doing business together, I wouldn't say it's a no, but if you guys can fit into our strength and weakness, I think just go ahead. Then the path is a lot of arguments, but it's very fruitful. We learn a lot from each other as a business, also as a human.
Wow, cheers to that.
Cheers. Fruitful,
Fruitful.
Fruitful journey for both of you. Yeah. I want to ask this one thing because we started this whole journey where you only wanted to earn 5,000 ringgit for each of you.
Yeah.
The only thing was about leaving law as an industry and want to start something of your own, right?
Yeah.
And definitely today, the success that you have, like you say, is not something that you thought it can ever happen at this scale,
Yeah.
right? You have made money. And in our channel, we always talk about money, obviously. So what is the one thing that you bought with the money you earned right after you made millions?
Can I tell you a very honest answer? We didn't buy anything. Legit, like
We moved to a bigger factory.
we moved to a bigger factory or like the space and stuff, but we never really like materialistic things. So maybe like another iPhone to shoot contents, but that's all.
And then iPhone 2 shoot content.
Yeah.
Oh,
With a very
I
specific
buy a new
purpose.
MacBook for myself.
Oh, bought a new
MacBook.
MacBook for yourself. Also
Yeah.
for work?
Also for work.
Yeah, also
Can
for
see
work,
data faster, and load data is faster.
Right. No, I understand that up to today, you actually did not buy a house.
No.
Now, this is very unconventional because especially for us as Asian, right? I bet all our parents would have told us that, hey, when you first make your money, the first thing that you should buy is actually a home,
Yeah.
right? Buy a house. And today, buying a house is something that you can more than afford, right? But why are you not doing that yet?
Because I have too many things to worry. Then probably have to like go through all these hassles or like, because if I want to buy, I want to like make sure I stay there. But I'm not sure where I want to base myself in. Maybe because we moved from Penang and KL. So where should I really buy? Blah, later lah.
Yeah, I think since I haven't found a place to settle down yet because our factory also renting, and then
Yeah.
we always move where our factory at. So if we used to be in UAJ, but now in Get Married, we move when our factory move. So we don't have a location for us to settle down yet. So if I buy in Get Married, then what about next year I move to Seri Kembangan?
Right.
I have to
Yeah.
travel 1 hour to work, then that probably I have to
And then
rent
we
it out.
hate driving and we don't like to drive. We don't want to buy new car. We just bought a bicycle. And then
So we ride bicycle to work.
Yeah, we ride a bike to the factory.
You're right, a bike to factory now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unconventional.
Yeah, I mean, also maybe that's the main reason why we don't buy house for now.
So it seems like for me, up to today in this journey, even when you find success, you did not fit back into the mold of traditionally what people see as success. At the moment you reach, you should be buying a nicer car or like having your own home, and whatnot. And it seems like until today, you are still choosing a very different version of success of your own, right? Can you share with me like, what is your version of success?
I think the freedom of choosing. So if, for example, today I got an offer, you want to do this or not, then I have more say to choose the no rather than, I'm more stable. I understand like which one is more important to me and which one is not. So flexibility and like choosing the right option, I guess.
Flexibility.
Yeah, I think for me, even for now, I don't think I'm successful. I think it's still in the process in the
You
beginning.
already earn 5,000 ringgit, already, what?
Yes, that's what I thought.
He's
But
a hungry guy.
it always change. Right, as if we hit our goal, then it always change.
Yeah. I hate my ikigai already, so it's
So
okay.
I always ask her, I don't know what's the end. I don't know. I see no end. Just keep going. I have our own target to hit, everything like that. Then once we hit the target and then we don't use that for, then we're like, oh, what am I doing this for? So sometimes you'll be a bit lost.
Yeah, that's
But
why he's
for
a
me-
number guy lah. So.
Yeah. For me, it's optional. I think it's option. We get to choose. Let's say next weekend, we have an important, we want to go to China. We can just book the flight, we can go to China. So and then this kind of option and flexibility is what we define as a success. Like you get to choose, not limited by any things. Freedom, choose.
That's true wealth, right? You get to do whatever you like,
And
whenever you
want.
like.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they
Fantastic. No, thank you very much, Ivor and Meng, for joining us and
Thank you
being
for
real with
having
us.
us.
Yeah, thank you for sharing in the most honest fashion. Now, we know that at the end of the day, what is really inspiring about this story is that we sometimes think that the journey to success, right? It's like a corporate ladder like that. You
Yeah.
can just climb very clearly, right? Like, like that. But at the end of the day, sometimes it can be messy.
Yeah.
It can come with a lot of things that we actually do not know what's ahead. And then courage that are also sometimes happen because you need to survive, or courage because due to a little bit of a lack of information or naivety and just full on positivity to believe that something can happen,
Yes,
right?
that's right.
Yeah. So before we go, if there's anyone out there who's actually sitting on a decision right now and asking, should I fit in or should I be different, right? And they're worried about it. What is one advice that you give these people?
It depends on the background that they have. So, for example, if you have a family that you have to take care of, then you can't really be yourself. You have to like fit in. I think fit in until the point that you're okay to stand out.
Fit in until you're okay to stand up.
Yeah, because I feel like if I give this kind of advice to like people who are struggling to meet ends, they say, oh, you got 500 ringgit, go and start a business. Then they have to prepare for a rainy day. Say, what if like your parents are, say you have to send in a hospital. So I think you have to be more rational in, you can't just quit your job now. You have to like save up some money, maybe like 6 months in saving, then you only slowly, you can like start your business and have a full-time at the same time. So don't just like quit your job, start a business, very dangerous. Huh?
Yeah.
That sounds like celebrate, but celebrate responsibly.
Yes.
Things like that. Yeah, I think it's also kind of aligned with Ivor on this, that I think for me, when I decided to quit, I have around 6 to 8 months saving in my account. So I know for the next 6 to 8 months, I just can go in without worrying about the food, the rentals, and the electricity, the Wi-Fi, everything is all covered. So I have the safety net. I know I can do this for around 6 months. If cannot, I go back to, I would rather drive Grab lah. Rather than go back to law. Yeah. So I think it's not at the end of the day lah, but just you have to take care of yourself first. And also if you have family commitments, make sure they can survive before you can do your things. Yeah, I think that's the only things that.
Yeah, because nowadays the Gen Z one, you don't need to tell them what to do and they will start to do, but you have to be responsible also. They will
So
start
coming from their point,
yeah.
I'm not so concerned that you will do it differently. I'm more concerned that you do it irresponsibly.
Yeah. They will do it anyways.
So thank you very much for being here with us, and a great shout out once again to Corners for championing and celebrating of what it means to be different. So cheers to that.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Now, if you guys haven't tried out the Corners can yet, go and get one, and just like us, shake it, put it at 45 degrees angle, and pour yourself a nice glass of Stout. Now, thank you very much for joining us. We will see you in the next episode.